Your top stories this evening, sponsored by Tony's Auto Spares. Aubrey Norton, confident of replacing David Granger. 5 convicted for the July 2011 Panday robbery. New access road into La Parfait Harmony housing scheme is taking shape. And no new leads into the killing of a Lusignan teen. HGP Nightly News begins now. Good evening, I'm Travis Chase with the Thursday, July 24 edition of the HGP Nightly News. Before we begin our broadcast, though, we inform you of some breaking news reaching our news desk. Crime scene investigators are currently at Turkine, where skeletal remains were found. It is believed, according to police sources, to be that of a female. Handel Duncan and cameraman Ralston Elliott, they're at the scene, and we will be bringing you that report before the newscast ends. Silence and fear after a so far unknown gunman shot a Lusignan teen to death weeks ago. The details in this report. 19-year-old Ashmi Hariram of Lot 9 Lusignan was shot and killed in Lusignan, where residents and potential witnesses are afraid to talk to the police. Hariram lay in a pool of her own blood for more than half an hour after being shot about a quarter-mile away from her home on July 10. The silence of residents and others could be the reason why crime scene investigators are at a standstill.
Well, the police never come back and say nothing to me. And everything remained the same. All what I see in the papers that they hold somebody. The next time you see back that them lose a body. That's it. Nobody can call me, tell me nothing. I don't know nothing until now.
1 week after the shooting, investigators' hope grew high after they got a lead on a suspect and quickly arrested a Betafo-acting cab driver. As it turns out, Nightly News heard that suspect had a perfect alibi. Who identified this boy from BV that the police held?
Well, and girl, the girl that was attacked first, or the car attacked first, the girl went and identified the man. And them said that not the man.
The known facts provided to police are few. Police only know that the teen was shot straight to the head with a small caliber gun. The bullet exited through the back of her head.
Well, me want justice for me that. Because me lost my child for nothing. My child innocent and know nothing about what happened anywhere or what I'm thinking about. So me glad if me can get justice for my child.
The woman said she is, however, fearful, since the man who shot and killed her daughter could be anywhere and is asking for more vigilance from the police.
But we're very scared from the sliding tap because nighttime, different things you see passing, you see different vehicles stopping on this place, eh? So we're very scared. So we ask the police them if they can come and patrol here nighttime, for we get a little peace of mind when the night meet.
The family is fearful that the execution-style killing of the teen may go down as a cold case. Aubrey Norton is positive that with his plans, he will not only win the leadership of the People's National Congress reform, but could very well guide the party into governance when elections are called. Handel Duncan has the latest on this story.
Member of the People's National Congress Reform, PNCR, and former parliamentarian Aubrey Norton is preparing to go head-to-head against the incumbent leader of the PNCR and APNU, David Granger, at the party's 18th biennial Congress this weekend.
And a lot of the party comrades felt that the party needs to be strengthened, it needs to be united, and therefore one has to contest to be able to do that. And I believe I have the capacity to lead the party. I have the capacity to revitalize the party, to make it a vibrant party, to mobilize across the country.
Political education and getting back to the grassroots are avenues Norton highlights as areas of additional relevance. Norton would go on to say that as long as the electoral procedure goes as it should, he will not be defeated, since his following in the party is large.
I also believe that there's need for an investment plan in the party. Our party has assets. What we have failed to do over the years, or the leadership has failed to do over the years, is to develop an investment plan and take those assets and allow it to generate income for the party so that in the final analysis, the party becomes economically viable, it becomes economically sustainable and fairly economically independent.
On the Vanessa Kisoon and Oscar Clark feud, one between two party members, Norton gave his take on the issue.
Were I the leader of the PNC, I would have gotten Vanessa Kisson and Oscar Clark and dealt with that issue administratively and quickly. Now, I saw no need for it to go out of hand the way it went out of hand because it is only damaging the party. Additionally, issues like that are simply handled by following the Constitution. If the Constitution of the party was followed on this issue, the issue would have been resolved long now.
Sharma Solomon, who initially indicated his intention to challenge the leadership, has changed course. He has withdrawn. Will it be David Granger or Aubrey Norton? That is expected to be decided by the members of the PNCR. Handel Duncan reporting for HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Handel. Stay with us. More news ahead.
At Optic Vision Care, we understand the importance of education. That is why this summer we're giving away free frames to every school child that comes through our doors. All you do is pay for your lenses. Enjoy comprehensive eye examination, glaucoma and visual field assessment, intraocular pressure test, along with our excellent customer service. Now open every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday from 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 8 Helena No. 1 Mahaika. So cash in on this summer's promotion every Tuesday and Friday. Visit or call us at 600-6167. Hurry, promotion ends September 30th. Conditions apply.
Gafoor's Solar Energy Department has all the equipment you need to reduce your electricity bill. Let our knowledgeable team assist you in choosing a suitable system for your home or business. Select from our solar panels, available in 12 and 24 volts from 65 to 245 watts. Buy solar water heaters available in 50, 60 and 65 gallons and benefit from our free installation within a 10-mile radius of Georgetown. We also stock solar freezers, solar water pumps, deep cycle batteries, charge controllers, power inverters, and long-lasting energy-efficient Samsung LED lights. So come in today and get free information from our technical team about these systems and get GVTI Bank's loan financing to help with your purchase. For superior customer service, superior quality, and competitive prices, it's Gafoor's, the name you can trust.
This could be you.
I thought you were supposed to call me back, girl.
But I ain't got no credit. Send me some credit now.
Wait, you ain't know about Digicel credit loan?
A Digicel credit, what?
Unexpectedly out of credit? No problem. Dial *141# to get a credit loan of $141 to make that important call and pay us back on your next top-up. Service charge of $9 applied to top-up. Terms and conditions apply. See press or call 100 for more details. Digicel.
Thinking about purchasing a vehicle for commercial or private purposes? We recommend Surrender & Sons Auto Sales, located at 11 Traspay North Public Road, East Coast, Demerara. You can choose from a stylish lineup of vehicles at the best prices in the country. Also in stock are RAV4 chrome kits, grille, crash bars, side doors, side steps, pitbull chrome kits, alarms, tape decks, and much more. Come in and visit us today at Surrender & Sons Auto Sales, located at 11 Traspay North Public Road, East Coast, Demerara.
Yogurt, natural yogurt from Sterling Products Limited, made from farm fresh cow's milk and ripe healthy fruit in flavors you like. Try them. They're delicious.
Junior's Jewelry Gallery and Pawn Shop, now located at 64 Robb Street next to Scotiabank. We take pride in giving you the best in gold, diamond, and silver jewelry, colognes, gift sets for ladies and gents, brand name watches, and the sunglasses. And just remember, when you need fast cash, our pawn shop will give you the best rates, lowest interest rates, and flexible payment terms. Visit us today at Junior's Jewelry Gallery and Pawn Shop. Contact us on 645-8801.
Moving, lifting, or bending, whatever the job, we at Sylvie's Variety Store have the right tools to make it happen. Pallet jacks and hand trucks for bonds and industrial sites, easy pickup and convenient maneuvers. Chain hoist from Roughneck and Northern Industrial, the perfect solution to lifting heavy objects. And then there's the 12-ton and 16-ton hydraulic pipe benders from 1/2 to 2 inch. We also stock the shop press machine from Northern Industrial. Sylvie's Variety Store stocks the tools to make it happen.
Corner Building in BV will have it going on Saturday, August 2nd, when Father Moye and East Coast Entertainment present their 2nd annual East Coast Summer Color Fest. It's gonna be off the chain as Fusion, Determined, Cold Stone, and Super Ray the BB Doctor will turn it up loud. Everybody's free before 22 hours. The East Coast Summer Color Fest on Saturday, August 2nd in the Corner Building. This event is powered by 94.1 Boom FM, HGP TV, SNS Washbay, Store Party Rental, and Mac.
Guyana remains at 121 worldwide on the Human Development Index 2014, remaining behind several Caribbean territories. Here is Handel Duncan with the details.
The 2014 Human Development Report places Guyana at 121, a spot being shared with Vietnam. On the Human Development Index, in fact, Guyana is closer to the bottom of that list than the top. The country at 187 is Niger, under the low development category. The HDI is an average measurement of basic human developments in a country. The HDI also assesses long-term progress in 3 areas: life expectancy, education, and the standard of living of citizens. United Nations Development Program UNDP resident representative Actin Chisa Mikani explains.
Between 1980 and 2013, Guyana's HDI value increased from 0.516 to 0.638.
On the HDI, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, Belize, Jamaica, St. Lucia, Suriname, among others, are all ahead of Guyana. But as Finance Minister Dr. Ashni Singh would believe, it's primarily the past administration that has contributed to such.
So you have, during that period, if you did a graph, you would see all of those Caribbean comparators improving during the 1980 to 1990 period, but you would see Guyana declining during the 1980 to 1990 period. And then what happened post-1990? Post-1990, Guyana, the first 10 years post-1990, 90 to 2000, Guyana improved.
In identifying and expounding on key areas of the report, UNDP Program Specialist Patrick Chesney relates that more than 1.5 billion people live in countries affected by conflict. Then there is poverty and vulnerability.
People who are poor are more vulnerable than others in society because for the most part, the risk of adverse shock is greater for the poor than others.
The UNDP program specialist would also note that people should be placed first.
All public policies, especially macroeconomic ones, must be seen as means to an end, not as ends in themselves. Policymakers must ask some basic questions. Is economic growth improving the lives of people in areas that really matter? From health, education, and income, to basic human security and personal freedoms.
A copy of the 2014 Human Development Report titled Sustaining Human Progress, Reducing Vulnerability and Building Resilience was presented to the Finance Minister at the International Conference Center today. Handel Duncan reporting for HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Handel. It took some time, but justice has been served for a 2011 multi-million-dollar robbery. The details in this report. Magistrate Priya Sunarayan Bihari today sentenced 5 persons to jail for the July 2011 robbery at the home of city businessman Malcolm Pandey. Those convicted for the $7.4 million robbery are the businessman's mother-in-law, Chandrada Ramprasad, who was sentenced to 4 years behind bars on 2 counts of robbery. Jermaine Mitchell, sentenced to 16 years for 2 counts of robbery and possession of arms and ammunition, and Aubrey Simon, who got 4 years for 2 counts of robbery and false number plates. Rayon Jones and Hardat Kumar, who is a relative of Pandey, also got 4 years on 2 counts of robbery. The court was told that on July 12 at Bel Air, they robbed Ann Ramsud of $7.4 million, the property of Malcolm Pandey. It is alleged that the persons also stole from Ramsud one BlackBerry Curve cell phone and $380,000 cash. During the trial of the case, the court heard that the victim's mother once worked at the home as a housekeeper, but was fired. They alleged that she subsequently told a cousin about the money the Pandeys kept in their house and conspired to rob the businessman's home. The footage you are currently viewing dates back to 2012, where ex-policeman Sean Hines was also fingered in the Pandey robbery. It is unclear how Hines got off the hook. Police familiar with the investigation told the Nightly News that, allegedly, one of the convicts went to Hines' home to set up a meeting between Hines, Pandey's mother-in-law, and the other convicts. Hines was arrested for the robbery. Another convict, Rabindranath Simangal, who admitted his involvement in the robbery, pleaded guilty on September 1 of 2012 and was sentenced to 8 years in jail. The new access road into La Parfait Harmony Housing Scheme is taking shape. Rihanna Ahmad reports.
More than 1 mile in length, the 89 million Ghana dollars thoroughfare is essentially completed. The structure runs from Schoonard Housing Scheme straight into Harmony Drive at Westminster's second bridge on the west bank of Demerara.
Well, we've just completed it actually. We're just doing some tidying up work on the shoulders. We're going to be painting the center line shortly also, but it's fully...
That was Managing Director of Geico Construction Incorporated, Komal Singh. His company is responsible for completing at least 2,000 meters of the road. BK International, he noted, was tasked with constructing the two approaches. Meanwhile, although the road is being used by some motorists...
But is it open to traffic?
It's not open to traffic. The road is actually closed, but, you know, I think people still find a way through between the small shoulder area and stuff like that.
Singh explained that the road had a number of challenges.
We had this challenge because we were working in a cane field area. We actually cut the road through a rice field, and we had to also give way to the rice farmer to do his work when the crop was right, and immediately after the crop, he also had to get time to prepare his land. All right, so we had challenge there with weather. Weather was the biggest challenge in that.
It might have been because of these challenges that the road could not meet its announced deadline of September 2013. The rapidly expanding La Parfait Harmony Housing Scheme consists of sub-areas like Regdor Z, Onderdaming, Westminster, and Schoonard. It is currently accessible via the Lagrange Independence Street and the Canal No. 1 access road. These are all existing roads serving older communities. This is Rihanna Ahmad reporting for HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Rihanna. One behavioral analyst is of the view that parents need to place more attention on their children. Handel Duncan reports.
31-year-old now dead Samuel Bristol was reportedly in a relationship for 5 years with Romario known as Thin Slice. It was reported that as a result of Romario severing the relationship with Bristol, it led to the man killing 2 colleagues of Thin Slice. Bristol's mother had indicated that her son had no tendencies of such lifestyle, which was uncovered after his death, since according to her, Bristol lived with her and even exhibited a preference for the opposite sex. But his lover had disclosed that Bristol's mother had to know. Nightly News reached out to Ingrid Goodman, a behavioral analyst of Patois Counseling Service, and according to her, the signs could have been there but were ignored.
She was in denial. That is the problem. We live in a society that everything is hidden. Is what happened if the neighbor find out? She knew. There is no way. She brought him into this world. And if he had certain tendency, the first person on the ground are the parents.
Making it clear that she is not attacking the dead man's family, the behavioral analyst explains that there are persons living double lives, and that's a choice people make.
It is when that lifestyle begins to affect other people's lives, it becomes a problem. Even heterosexual, their lifestyle, it could be sometimes reckless and has effect on other people's lives. So it doesn't matter if you're heterosexual, you're bisexual, or you're homosexual. That's not the issue. It's your behavior.
Goodman maintains that parents need to play a greater role in the lives of their children.
We have to take this seriously. Because, and this is just pointing to the fact that everybody is responsible for what is taking place in their homes and their household. If you have an adult child living with you in your home and you are still a parent, you should know, they have their freedom. But once they're in your premises, you know, you need to be aware.
The behavioral analyst is of the view that more services in the area of counseling should be made more readily available. Handel Duncan reporting for HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Handel. Still on that breaking news blotter, Handel Duncan and Ralston Elliott are standing by the crime scene where C Division Police found skeletal remains. Handel, take it over.
Well, Travis, this evening a body was discovered. This is directly behind the CARICOM Secretariat here at Turkine. It is on a plot of land which was originally scheduled for the construction of that movie theatre that was once touted. What we were told is that a body was discovered. We cannot determine as yet the sex of the person that was, the body rather, that was discovered, but we promise to keep you updated as information becomes available. Noticeably here is that the police have already cordoned off the area, so the most that we have is a photograph that you're already seeing on your screen. We have that photograph. The police have cordoned off the area here. We cannot go beyond this point here. Quite noticeably here, the police are without proper lighting to conduct their work. The most that they have basically lights from the vehicles and our camera light, but again we can't go beyond. Nayosi Goodman, the St. Stanislaus teacher, has been missing for quite some time now. We cannot say if the partly decomposed body, if that is of hers. We can't tell you that at this point in time, but certainly the police will give us information maybe tomorrow or in days to come. But again, the picture you're seeing on your screen there, this is what we were given earlier, but when we arrived on the scene we were not allowed beyond this point to give you you know, a better view or better pictures, as a matter of fact, of what was discovered here.
Thank you, Handel. While police sources believe that the skeletal remains is that of a female, we can safely say, therefore, that the gender has not yet been identified. Stay with us. More news ahead.
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out.
Well, Mr. Stress Out, like somebody had something extra special last night.
Not what you're thinking, my friend.
Well, this what got you so bright and all smiles this morning.
There's nothing like a comfortable night's sleep, my friend. You see, I finally bought the mattress of mattresses from Comfort Sleep.
Well, everybody know that they got the best mattresses. But the players burned down.
Yes, they burned down, but they rebuilt bigger and better. I bought a Comfort Sleep mattress yesterday.
That's why.
Yeah! Comfort Sleep, creating the best sleep system. Comfort Sleep mattresses, available in stores nationwide.
To that same old place that you laughed about.
When it comes to variety, we are #1. From food to over-the-counter drugs, you'll find it all in one easy stop. Shivo Supercenter. All your favorite brands in local and imported products. And with so much stock, we can afford to sell for less. So you save more. You won't believe what you can find here. Parents, to make saving money on back-to-school gears easy and stress-free, we're accepting the Ministry of Education's school uniform vouchers. Shivo Supercenter. Get more for less. 1 Section D, Non-Parial, East Coast Demerara, 618-0642 or 611-3809.
I can transform you. I can transform you. Anything you want, I can get it for you. You're my baby girl, so you know I did it for you. I can transform you. Shoes, you got it. Bags, you got it. Cars, you got it. Money, you got it. I can transform you. I can transform you. Anything you want, I can get it for you. See it in the video, you can have it really though. Iced out everything, bridge it like an Eskimo. Wanna fly, we can go.
GT&T introduces services. It's electronic billing service. Sign up at myaccount.gtt.co.gy. MyAccount helps you to manage your DSL, landline, and mobile postpaid accounts. It's safe, convenient, and free. With MyAccount, you can use any internet-enabled device to access your bills, view and print bills, download and save your bills. Sign up today. It's quick and easy. Go to myaccount.gtt.co.gy. GT&T, best value in Guyana.
BM South, let us help you be your own boss and reach your personal goals. BM South announces Taxi Drivers Special. Ready to work on your own, make your own schedule? Then we can make it simple and affordable for you. If you're looking to be a taxi driver, own your own car, then come on in and check out our special on selected cars. BM South, your keys, your car.
Stop on the street, please.
Stop. Your flag. Drive to you, man. You didn't get from no arrival, buddy. Like, by me, know about this. Boy, I tell you that too, but I got my 2 doors in the price.
Come check out our hot summer arrivals store-wide, only at Giftland.
Boxes Dollars and Cents Jewelry and Pawn Shop is now open at their new location, 41 Hatfield Street and Austin Place in Georgetown, just 2 doors away from the credit union and opposite the Human Rights Association. You get $4,000 per pennyweight and 12-karat gold. 14 and 18 karat attract higher prices. Check them out. You'll enjoy doing business in their secured environment. Boxes Dollars and Cents Jewelry and Pawn Shop, always friendly.
Did you know that children who read do better in school? Did you know that people who read get better jobs? Did you know that people who read are never bored and have lots of fun? Did you know that people who read are better informed? Start reading today. Find all the books you need at Austin's Book Services, 190 Church Street. Austin's Book Services, expanding the frontiers of education.
Thanks for staying with us. We take you now to City Hall. Acting Town Clerk Carol Suber spoke to the media today about the statements she made last week about the Deputy Mayor. As for the letter she received from the lawyers of Patricia Chase Green seeking an apology for her statements, what Suber said was surprising. Listen.
And on her letter for an apology by tomorrow, and my attorneys at law advised me to throw that letter into the garbage bin, which I've done. I will urge her to file her lawsuit as she so desires. I can't stop her from doing what she wants to do. But I've thrown it as advised by my lawyers in the garbage bin. Whenever she files or whatever she files, my lawyers will be dealing with that.
The airspace seems to be a scary place at this point as the world continues to record plane crashes one after the other. This, in addition to others going missing, after reported yesterday on a Trans-Asia passenger plane crashing in Taiwan. We tell you now that another carrying 116 persons has disappeared from the skies. Officials have said that the flight was lost over the Sahara as it crossed Mali in bad weather. Mali is a country located in West Africa. French Foreign Minister Laurent Fabius was reported by international news outfits as saying that the aircraft, which had 51 French citizens aboard, probably crashed. A Partnership for National Unity lashed out at the PPPC government after the PPPC accused Granger of being a miserable failure to unite and strengthen the party. Andrew Weeks reports.
Progressive Party Civic said in a press release yesterday that David Granger is facing an uphill task to regain the leadership and confidence of the PNC at the upcoming biennial Congress scheduled for Friday to Sunday at Congress Place, Sophia. But today, the PNCR went on the defense and sent out a press release of its own, which stated, that the most recent statement emanating from the People's Progressive Party Civic is a clear indication that President Donald Ramotar and Clement James Roy-led PPC is at its weakest point ever and running scared, that after more than 20 years of poor governance, rampant crime, corruption, poverty, an education system that produces more dropouts than scholars, and failure to hold local government elections, the PP's desperate attempt to deflect attention from its spectacular failures by drumming up bogus claim against the People's National Congress reform and David Granger is laughable. The PP release went on to state that David Granger stands exposed and is going into Congress like a king in his new clothes. His refusal to appear before the Walter Rodney Commission of Inquiry speaks volumes about his inability to come to terms with the past, despite his own admission that the PNC may have killed people and rigged elections. APNU fired back by saying the PPP must tell its few supporters it has left why, after more than 22 years of successive PPC government, there are high rates of urban and rural poverty, crime, and high-sky numbers of party supporters migrating. It is not the PNCR, but the PPC administration that is now faced with a possible motion of no confidence in the National Assembly. It is the PPC's Minister of Finance, Dr. Ashni Singh, who will soon be brought before the Committee of Privileges and face criminal charges for high crimes and misdemeanors committed against the people of Guyana. It is the PPC administration and not the PNCR that is facing almost daily criticism from residents, ABC, and EU diplomats over its poor standard of governance and its failure to hold local government elections. It is the General Secretary of the PPC, Clement Rohi, who less than 24 hours ago was wrongly criticized by the Surinamese government for his lack of action against piracy, that the PPC is scared to empower its members to pick new leaders of their choice, and scared of the strong and united PNCR led by David Granger that will emerge from the 18th Biennial Congress, that no amount of PPC deflection by way of PNCR or Granger bashing will change the fact that a partnership for national unity will be the next government of Guyana. Andrew Weeks reporting for HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Andrew. Internationally, doctors in India have extracted 232 teeth from the mouth of a 17-year-old boy in a 7-hour operation. Here again is Andrew Weeks.
Ashik Gavai was brought in with a swelling in his right jaw. Dr. Sunanda Duwari, head of the Mumbai's JJ Hospital's dental department, told the BBC. The teenager had been suffering for 18 months and traveled to the city from his village after local doctors failed to identify the cause of the problem. Doctors had described his condition as very rare and a world record. Ashik's malaise was diagnosed as a complex composite odontoma in which a single gum forms lots of teeth. It's a sort of benign tumor, Dr. Diwari said. Once we opened it, little pearl-like teeth started growing out, one by one. Initially, we were collecting them, but then we started to get tired. We counted 232 teeth, she added. Ashik now has 28 teeth. Dr. Diwari said she had not seen anything like it before in her 30-year career, but said she was thrilled to get such an exciting case. According to medical literature available on the condition, it is known to affect the upper jaw, and a maximum of 37 teeth had been extracted from the tumor in the past. In Ashnik's case, however, the tumor was found deep in the lower jaw and had hundreds of teeth. Andrew Wicks reporting for HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Andrew. Stay with us.
There's no auto spares business like this one. Royal Link Auto Parts, 17 Kersane Park, LBI, East Coast, Demerara. Check them for all your spares for various vehicles. They wholesale and retail all Japanese parts. You name it, they link it. Doors, differentials, VVTi and BMW engines, transmissions, tape decks, dashboards, nose cuts, bumpers, and more for a wide range of vehicles. Stop at Royal Link Auto Parts at 17 Kersane Park, LBI, or call them at 648-7060.
Champion Pasta will make you big and strong.
Champion Pasta, always a winner.
You've heard the name before, now hear it better. S&S Supermarket, located at 16 Public Road, Lusignan at Richardstown on the east coast of Demerara. They provide wholesale and retail services and stay right there for everything else. Your groceries, confectionaries, beverages, over-the-counter drugs, cosmetics, and much more. It's easy to access and easy to shop. You'll love the unbeatable prices at S&S Supermarket, 16 Public Road, Lusignan, Richardstown on the East Coast. Call them at telephone 220-1675 or the Mahaica location at 228-5401.
Ensuring that people can access the highest quality medical devices, medicines, and cosmetic products is my personal passion. As an analyst, I ensure that the products available to you are at its best standard. But you have to play your part in ensuring you receive the best quality too.
Read all labels for content, expiration dates, and correct usage. Never misuse or abuse medical supply or equipment.
These are some tips I live by because I'm a consumer too.
A message from the Government Analyst Food and Drug Department.
It's Jubilee time. Come celebrate the 50th anniversary of Full Gospel Fellowship of Churches with a grand boat cruise. 1st of August 2014. Purika to Partica. Sail time 8 a.m. sharp. Lots of prizes to be won. Gate prizes, domino competition, Price is Right, Children's Corner, and much more. Celebrate with Second Coming Band on board. An affordable food and drinks bar. $2,500 adults. Children 5 to 11 years, $1,500. 0 to 4 years free. Hosted by Purika Full Gospel.
Powered by Smalta.
Come into Gaffur's new showroom, located on the first floor of our Houston complex, and see the wide range of gym equipment, home appliances, office furniture, lighting fixtures, and toys and games for children of all ages. Our team of courteous and experienced staff is always there to assist you. So come in and shop in comfort in an air-conditioned environment, and take time to browse through the hundreds of products we have on display. Remember, our new showroom is located on the first floor of our Houston complex. Gaffur's, providing you with superior customer service, superior quality, competitive prices, and easy parking. Gaffur's, the name you can trust.
Hello there. I'm excited about GT&T's electronic billing service. How about you? It is safe, secure, fast, convenient, and free. Registering for this service is simple and easy. Let's get started. First, you will need your telephone bill dated within the last 3 months, the account number and the invoice number, and your email address. Next, in the address bar of your browser, enter myaccount.gtt.co.gy, then proceed to follow the steps. Excellent! You're now registered with GT&T e-billing service. GT&T, best value in Guyana.
Give me something, take me right through the day. And it don't really matter what them and them a say. Them up behind me up right. Give me some good ride. Whoa, just back on the bike and give me some good ride. Whoa, just back on the bike and give me some good ride. Whoa, I them think them like just give me some good ride. Whoa, just back on the bike and give me some good ride. Whoa.
Chadrada Rampasad, Ardat Kumar, Aubrey Simon, Jermaine Mitchell, and Rayon Jones were all sentenced this afternoon after they were all found guilty of robbery under arms committed on the Pandey's family on July 12, 2011 at their Bel-Air residence. The robbers had carted off $7.4 million. Speaking with the victims, Malcolm Pandey and his wife Annie Ramsroop, they commended the ruling handed down by the Chief Magistrate.
I'm happy we got justice. It's no good murder.
It's okay. It's okay. You can talk. The men invaded the Pandey's home and terrorized them while holding them at gunpoint. Their children, who were only 2 and 4 years old at the time, were tied up. The men ensured they gathered a large sum of cash before attempting to escape, which was cut short by police in hot pursuit. They were cornered in the compound of the Ocean Spray Hotel in Kitty. Mr. Pandey recounted what took place after he found out that his wife's mother was behind the conspiracy.
I think justice was served. My wife's mother used her motherhood to obtain information from her daughter and use that information to betray her daughter and send gunmen in the house who duct taped my small children, put guns at their heads, terrorized them in front of my wife, and put guns at my wife's head. All of this in front of these cousins. And up to now, they're scared. Every time they see people looking like those bandits, they tell me on the road, those asking us if they are bandits.
HGP in the court spoke with Special Prosecutor Glenn Hanneman after the convictions.
As a prosecutor, I'm never eager for people to go to jail. But I think that justice was served. I'm happy I was able to present all the evidence. But as a Minister of Justice, our duty is just to present the evidence, not to unduly fight for a conviction. The court felt that they were guilty. And I think the sentence was just. It was a just sentence. Maybe it was a little too lenient.
Chadwada Rampasad, the mother of Annie Rampasad, was sentenced to 4 years imprisonment. Jermaine Mitchell, charged with 2 counts of robbery under arms, 1 count of possession of ammunition, and 1 count of possession of an illegal firearm, was sentenced to 16 years, a 4-year sentence on each charge. Aubrey Simon, who absented himself from the trial, was charged with 2 counts of robbery and was sentenced to 4 years on each charge. He was also charged with having a false number plate during the robbery and was sentenced to 4 years, a total of 12 years, but they will be served concurrently. Rayon Jones, who was also charged with 2 counts of robbery, was sentenced to 4 years, while Hardat Kumar, who was charged with 2 counts of robbery, was also sentenced to 4 years. For HGP in the court, I'm Ralston Elliott.
Thank you, Ralston. Here now is your sportscast.
Good evening. This is your Thursday edition of the HGP Sportscast. I am Schonenberg. We tell you now that the Digicel Schools football semi-finals at Burnham Park, New Amsterdam and the Better for Acting grounds tomorrow, Friday. Here are the details.
Anticipatory explosive is the description given to the 2 semi-final matches scheduled for tomorrow in the Digicel Schools football tournament. Defending champions Wisma Christianberg will face off with new Region 6 champions Bushlot at the Burnham Park ground in New Amsterdam, while last year's runners-up Warramadawn will play new Region 4 champions Better for Acting Secondary at the BV ground. HGP Sports reporter Sean Embrack caught up with captains of both BV Secondary and Warramadawn teams.
Good afternoon. I'm here with the captain of the BV Secondary School team in the Digicel football competition and the leading goal scorer on that team as well. They're representing Region 4. And I'm going to ask Paul to tell us what are their team chances of getting past Warramadawn in this year's semi-final to get to the Digicel finals. How you think you all will fare tomorrow?
Well, our team, we have very solid defense. And our midfield plays very well. So, in order the Warramadawn cannot get past or to go to our goal. And our strikers, very excellent up there.
Okay, and You're the leading goal scorer so far in the team. What are some of the things you hope the guys will do along with yourself to at least score the first goal?
Well, I think they're going to give me the ball mostly so I can get to score the goals.
All right, Mr. Nero, the captain of the BV Secondary School team. Should you guys win that semi-final tomorrow, right, how much that will mean to you and the BV Secondary School?
Well, it's the third year of the competition, and we school just get knocked out the first year. So this year so we get opportunity for bring the title upon the East Coast. So we go in out there and play with football. Yeah.
Okay, and how well is the team during training session, right? How well is the team gelling together during your practice session? Anything to work on?
Well, we get the coordinate with the team, man. The team need to play more organized football. So we train it towards that. So when we go tomorrow, hopefully we could come out victorious.
And should you win tomorrow, how much will that mean for you?
Well, mean a lot, because it's not mean to me alone, the whole team, and as well the East Coast, because we need to bring this championship on the East Coast this year.
Well, Ramadan Camp said they are ready, as the win will be a special one.
Ramadan is once again in the running and possibly might be in the finals again this year. Right, the semi-finals tomorrow against BV Secondary School. Our preparations, what is the team morale and all of that right about now?
Well, this team this year has a strong team spirit, and I think going into the semi-finals against an opponent that we had never clashed with before, but we're looking forward to put the best of our ability into the game, and no team is an easy team to beat. For us, we put forward our best, tried our best, attack better, defend better, and try to better our game. Every game that we go into, we try to better it. So I think we do well tomorrow. That's what we're here for, really, to win.
Hi, Neil. What will this win mean for you to move on to the final again?
This win would first would boost our team confidence, because at the moment we don't really have that support what we usually get. So if this team is to win, it would just boost our team's confidence for the next game.
Play in both matches starts at 3:30 p.m. Tomorrow's semi-finals will decide the finalists for the coveted Digital School Champions title to be played on August 3 at the Guyana National Stadium.
We tell you now that several schools registered wins in the 17th annual Winball Cricket Tournament. We have Basil Bradshaw with the report.
Margaret Primary girls won their first Winball cricket title when they beat Vredenhoop at the Wales Community Centre ground. Defending champions Vredenhoop batted first and could only manage 30 for 3. Margaret replied with 31 to come out champions of their zone. In the final of the boys category, Vredenhoop made a good fight when they plastered 52 for 5 with Serenja Perez top scoring with 33 runs. However, their opponents, Potentia, then replied with 60 for 3 to come out kings. Anthony Barrett made it possible for them with a knock of 49 not out, helped by 8 sixes. Up at the Welfare Centre ground, East Kanji Berbice in the New Amsterdam zone, St. Aloysius with 54 for 4 defeated St. Therese by 2 runs as they replied with 52. In the Kanji zone, Bohemia Primary won in both divisions, boys and girls. St. Patrick's Primary batted first in the girls category and scored 35 for 1. Bohemia replied with 36 for 1. Then Bohemia boys put on 63 for 5 and St. Patrick's were restricted to 51 in reply.
Thank you, Basil. Commonwealth Games opened with splendor. Some 60 medals distributed on day 1. Here is Basil again.
Glasgow pulsated to the tumultuous roars of 40,000 spectators and 4,500 athletes as it opened the Commonwealth Games in a riot of colour, music and laughter at Celtic Park. In years gone by, the second city of the Empire celebrated the end of wars, the Empire exhibition in 1938, success in football and the designation of being European City of Culture in 1990. But surely never before has the dear green place welcomed so many nationalities to party with such unrestrained joy as it did at this unforgettable event to precede 11 days of sporting competition and cultural celebration.
From the Erskine Bridge to the Firestone Road, and the dreams that we had are the dreams we have still. Dancing like the music, like ringing on the bell. Rhythm off my heart is beating like a drum, with the words I love you rolling off my tongue. Never will I roam, 'cause I know my place is home. Where the ocean meets the sky, I can stay.
With 1,385 medals to be won, several have already been distributed on day one of the Games. England captured 5 gold, 6 silver and 3 bronze medals, Australia 4 gold, 3 silver and 7 bronze, Scotland 3 gold, 1 silver and 3 bronze, and India 1 gold, 3 silver and 1 bronze. They were leading the medals table on day one. Canada, New Zealand, Cyprus, South Africa, Ghana, Nigeria and Northern Ireland are the other countries among the medals so far.
With the words I love you rolling off of my tongue. Never will I roam, 'cause I know my place is home. Where the ocean meet the sky, I'll be saying.
Thank you, Basil. And that's our sportscast for today, Thursday, July 24th. I am Sean Embrock. Do have an enjoyable evening. Good night.
Thank you, Sean. Aubrey Norton, confident of replacing Granger. 5 convicted for the July 2011 Panday robbery. New access road into La Parfait Harmony housing scheme is taking shape. And no new leads into the killing of a Lusignan teen. Those were our major headlines. A rebroadcast of this newscast can be seen tomorrow at 7. On behalf of the news and technical teams, I'm Travis Chase. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.